a woman has claimed that she carried out tests on pieces of a flying saucer which allegedly crashed in the New Mexico desert near Roswell, 10 years after the claimed accident. The apparent witness, 69, who has been named only as Jill, made the confession in an interview which has been posted online by a UFO researcher. Claiming she was aged around 10 at the time, she said she and a friend handled the material, that could not be cut or burned, and recovered its shape if crumpled up for a number of days. The video was posted on YouTube by UFO researcher Mary Joyce, who runs a website called Sky Ships Over Cashiers. Roswell has been at the heart of the UFO scene since in July 1947 the military sensationally announced in a press release it had found the remains of a crashed flying saucer in the desert nearby. But the following day it retracted the statement, saying it was in fact a damaged U.S. Air Force air balloon. Witnesses later came forward to say there had been alien bodies within the crashed craft, which along with the wreckage were then taken to the mysterious top-secret Area 51 military base in Nevada. In the new interview, Jill says she saw the material in 1957. Her father was a pilot with the U.S. Air Force at the time based at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. He was friends with the father of a boy named John. John's father was a colonel, and worked in the basement of a building on the outskirts of the base, which could be reached by a lift. Mrs. Joyce said, Jill described the colonel as a stoic individual. He was very serious, and not kid-friendly, like her father. However, she did respect the man very much. One day, John told Jill he had a surprise for her and showed her a strange metal that Jill remembered to be about 8 inches by 11 inches, similar to a sheet of paper. She said it looked like aluminum, but it was heavier. John told her to stand back. He then wadded up the sheet of metal and threw it at Jill. Before the metal could reach her, it transformed back into a flat sheet. In the interview, Jill says John also told her to grab a pair of scissors and try to cut the metal, but they were not able to. Over the next week, the children experimented with testing the metal. They tried to burn it, but it would not get damaged and would remain at room temperature. This description of the material's properties is similar to that described by others who say they handled the Roswell debris, including Dr. Jesse Marcel Jr., who, as a child, played the debris his father. The man claims to have collected the piece from the Roswell crash site. His father was an Air Force intelligence officer stationed at the Roswell Army Airfield in July of 1947. Marcel Jr. says the metal his father let him play with also would return to its original form when crushed. According to Jill, she managed to convince John to let her take the metal, and she saw it reacted strangely with light at night. However, John and his father soon came to her home to recover it. The colonel told Jill she never saw or had the material, and not to tell anyone about it, she said. She said a mix of fear and respect kept her from telling anyone until now. So why go public now? Mrs. Joyce said, naturally, I asked her why she decided to do the interview. She just said, it was time because she was 69 years old and the people who would be hurt by telling the story were no longer living. She also had to wrestle with her conscience because she had made a solemn promise and she always keeps her promises. I should add that Jill is a professional who is well known and well respected in the county where we live. According to Joyce, she met Jill in 1998, and although Joyce has an interest in UFOs, Jill did not tell her the story about the metal until 2008. Thank you for hearing. Watch more videos at www.5la.net.